Hey everyone, welcome back to the final episode of The Witcher 3 Enhanced Edition. It's been a long road, but this is going to be the last one. There isn't anything else to do. We are finished with all the main quests, all the side quests, all of the places of interest, treasure hunts, and Witcher contracts, and there is but one thing left to do, and it's this final, I guess, epilogue. Call it Be It Ever So Humble. And the quest description, very plain and simple. Geralt decided to go home to Corvo Bianco. So I guess this is our home now, which is very strange that we decided to settle down in Tucson. Because even though Kaer Morhen is very bleak and Vesemir is gone right now, I still kind of feel like that should be the Witcher's home, or at least Geralt's home. We know Lambert is out there traveling with Kira now, so he's probably not around. Eskel, maybe. We don't know what his plans are. Ciri is off doing her own thing, being a Witcher. That's absolutely awesome. Of course, in our playthrough of the main quest for the base game, we could have, had her become an empress. That is also a decent ending, I think. In her heart, Ciri wants to be a Witcher, obviously, just like Geralt is. But I think fulfilling her destiny as the next ruler of Nilfgaard should be okay as well, because it would probably quell a lot of the quest for dominance that Emhyr had throughout basically the entire Witcher saga, right? He just wanted to conquer. He wants to dominate the entire continent. And that's why we've had so many wars with the Northern Realms. I think 3 or even 4 if you include what's going on right now. As of the year, I guess 1272, or really at this moment in Tucson it's 1275. But with Ciri becoming an empress, that would have probably stopped the war, at least for a little while. And then whatever happens after that, well, who can know, right? Only CD Projekt Red, and perhaps if Sapkowski, the Polish writer, wants to continue his canon for the Witcher franchise, he could do that, but he hasn't done so in, I don't know. When was the last Witcher book released? By last one, I mean, not Season of Storms, but the Lady of the Lake. That one was, I don't know, it's been decades, right, since that book. So I don't think he's going to be furthering the actual story of The Witcher. But so at this point, it's up to CD Projekt Red to tell us more stories within the Witcher universe. At this point, I don't even mind if it's not going to be Geralt's story from now on. We can just say the Witcher trilogy is done because Geralt's involvement in the story is over. Now we can shift our eyes to another character. That would be spectacular. I would love to follow Ciri's adventures, because her abilities just make her adventure so interesting. She can jump literally anywhere. Now that the Wild Hunt has gone, she no longer has any hindrances. She can just move about the universe however she wants. And we've already seen, not only can she jump through space, she can jump through time. Not necessarily within the same timeline, but she can probably go to another timeline in another world. And that is just fascinating. Well, anyways, let's fulfill our quest objective here. Be it ever so humble. Let's go home.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Okay. So BB might be a good majordomo, but he's not a very good security guard, apparently. Oh my god, look at this house. It's so glorious with all the decorations up.
Unexpected as ever.
Huh. That's nice.
And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
Well, thanks for taking the romance out of romance, Yennefer. So yeah, she's here. This makes for a brilliant ending to our series. So now we can have a little chat with her. Let's see. Brought a lot of books. Is he talking about her, or are we talking about ourselves? Because we certainly do have a lot of books. No, it's definitely her. She would travel around with like an entire library with her. That's so Yennefer.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Stop focusing on politics? Is this even Yennefer? Oh man. Remember guys, it's been 3 years since the end of the Wild Hunt. So since the end of the Witcher 3 base games. Which means if Geralt and Yennefer have not seen each other all this time, it's been 3 years since they last met, which is probably one of the longest times that she and Geralt have spent apart. So yeah, it's quite exciting to see her again. How do you enjoy Toussaint?
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll just try to find time to bring her some drinks. Off-white and pea green. Is that supposed to be someone else's wardrobe that I don't, that I'm not really remembering right now? I don't know. Maybe it is referring to someone else. Oh god, Geralt has been with so many different, like, sorceresses throughout his adventures in the Witcher stories that it's kind of hard to pinpoint. Okay, well, anyways, we're with Yennefer now, and probably not likely to change anytime soon, if at all.
You know, feels kind of strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine, you can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Oh god, not the unicorn again! No! I'm pretty sure that thing gives Geralt nightmares. Or maybe just... Maybe it's even pleasant dreams, who knows? Oh man. Never thought he would refer to Toussaint as the world's end though. When you think world's end, you usually think about, Dol Blathana, which is literally referred to in the books as the edge of the world. And then there's Nilfgaard, which is like at the southern border of the continent. And there's also, what was that place called where Geralt and Yennefer once went to? I think in Povis. It's like really, really far up northwest. I don't remember, but like one of the short stories was there. That's where kind of Yennefer ran into one of her old acquaintances. That one sorcerer dude whose name I can't remember anymore. Damn, forgetting a lot of things. He was in the Netflix series. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't read the books, it's that one male mage that Yennefer kind of had a relationship with at the very beginning. Yeah. Oh, Istrid, right? Was it Istrid? Yeah, I think that's what he's called. Anyways, way off topic. This is our happy ending. Not quite an ending yet. We can still do whatever we want, but yeah, basically.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet, bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
Oh no, we'll never change. Unless CDPR decides it so, but likely not. Geralt will always be Geralt. Okay, well, that's all the things we can talk to her about. Let's just talk later then.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright, very nice. And after talking to Yennefer, we complete our final main quest in the game. Be it ever so humble, she's going to stay here for a while. An interesting thing to note is that she actually has like a kind of a daily routine here in Tucson. If you meditate or just, I don't know, do stuff until a certain time of day, I think at like 8 p.m. or 10 p.m., she will go back into the house, she will sleep. Actually, let's just do that right now. And then in the morning, at dawn, she wakes up, she comes back here to drink wine and admire the scenery and whatnot. It's kind of cool that she has a daily routine. Let's see. Oh, here we go. She stood up. You gonna go anywhere? Yeah. Here we go. So let's just... no? Just gonna sit back down? Alright. I was gonna stalk her for a little bit to see what she does. Okay, let's go with... Oh, shoot. This is not a good camera angle. 8 o'clock? Yen? You gonna leave? Let's try a little bit longer. Maybe it's 10 o'clock. So that's 9, 9:30, 10. Okay, well, maybe she doesn't want to move while I'm here. But anyways, she does have a little routine here, which is kind of nice. We can't get that to work right now. Oh, what's this? Okay, History of Corvo Bianco. We have already read this before. And plus, our buddy Barnabas Basil has gone over in detail everything about our estate that we need to know. So, let's see if he has anything new to say.
Sir, we received a shipment of wine from the Bellegarde vineyard, I believe, with kind regards from Madame Matilda and Monsieur Liam. I had the barrels unloaded and stored in the cellar to the right of the entrance.
Thanks. Take a look when I have a moment.
Splendid. I was told to expect a subsequent delivery 5 days hence.
Very nice. So every 5 days, we're going to get a delivery.
Thanks. Gotta get back.
From the Vermentino and the Coronata winery. I guess they're the Bellegarde vineyard now. And they delivered this wine to us called the White Wolf. In fact, I have a couple equipped right now. Let's just go ahead and down a bottle. Yeah. White Wolf. Good wine. Good wine.
I thank you for letting...
Alright, so this lady is still here.
See you later.
No new dialogue, unfortunately. She's just gonna live here for a while. I guess. I hope she and Yennefer gets along. Who knows which of them is older at this point. How old is Yennefer anyway? I think at some point in the books she said she was like 94 or I don't know, around that age? Yeah. She certainly doesn't look it because, you know, sorceresses, they can use magic to cover up whatever they're supposed to look like. So, as far as we're concerned, she's just a 30-year-old woman. Okay. So, I mean, we're done. There's really nothing else to be done in this game unless we can go back into the cellars here and pick up the delivery of wine. Yeah, there we go. 10 bottles of the White Wolf. Nice. You never really run out of food here in Tucson anyway. There's just so much of it. In fact, after that party that we attended with Triss, you know, the one where we were supposed to smuggle some prints out of Novigrad, we picked up so much food there that we just never ran out, ever. I guess there's one last thing that we can do. Regis did say at the very ending of the game, before the credits rolled, that there was something that he left on my nightstand. So, there we go. Letter from Regis. Let's take a look. Dear Geralt, if you're reading these words, it means I'm already far beyond the borders of Tucson and you have found my mutagenator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste or better reflecting its function. For I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. That is quite humble of Regis to say, considering how old he is and how wise and intelligent Regis is. Is there any subject that he knows less than from, like, of anyone else? Okay, I've been working on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished, and I am convinced as an inventor can be before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the mutagenerator generates mutagens. Oh. Really, it doesn't now. Is that what the mutagenerator does? It operates by absorbing electromagical energy waves from bodies, in this case the bodies of the monsters and evildoers you kill, and when it has absorbed enough so as to be charged a critical amount, the mutagenerator changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect you will make good use of. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of an ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen emerges as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will decide if it is green, red, or blue. Chance yet, I have noted the colors tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rachalek Tersif Godefroy. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss the mutagenerator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may my gift serve you well. Wonder what that means, out of modesty. How is giving me this gift in person less than modest? Well, who knows. So there it is, the mutagenerator. Was it worth 3,000 crowns? Is that what I saw? Oh my goodness, that is a very, very expensive item here. Well, we're not really going to be making use of it in this playthrough. I mean, we're at the very end here, so there isn't much more to do. We basically collected everything that can be collected. So turn on my night vision here. We have the, what's this one called? The Golden Stick of Joy. Yeah. We have the Gwent Tournament Trophy, the Victor's Cup, and we have what is this one again? Ah, yeah, the Fist Fighting Champion Trophy, where we became the Fist Fighting Champion of Beauclair. And let's just go through my house one last time. There's some paintings here. I have my swords hung up, quite a lot of different swords. My absolute favorite weapon from this playthrough, by the way, there's this one right here. No, well, that is one of them. The Divine, I used that for a long time, but the one I'm most excited about. Come on, can we? I might have to pick up the Divine first. Yeah. This one right here. Wait, what? Oh no. Can we not? Can we not examine the bottom one? There we go. the Iris. I love this weapon. Look at that damage. It's so crazy. Anyways, let's put that weapon back. And yeah, we have here the Geralt of Rivia armor. We have various other weapons here. The Griffin set, Wolf set, and Cat set. I've never used the Cat set. The Griffin and the Wolf we used for quite a while. I'm just going like on a summary of all the stuff that we use in this game at this point. We have a set of Ursine armor that I use, and the current set that we're going to end this playthrough on. This is the Dimeridium full plate set, with one piece being the light plate, that is the pants, because there was just no full plate pants. But luckily for us, the set bonus works either as full plate or light plate, so that's cool. And also the Arendite works as a piece of any set that has a set bonus on it, so amazing. Alright, let's just jump into bed, sleep one last time, and then we're going to call this series quits. Alright, let's just go to Dawn. Vitality bonus applied. Yeah, I always liked seeing that row of buffs after I wake up from sleeping. Pretty amazing.
Witcher, you freed us from the beast.
Alright, so Yennefer is still there. Well, that's fine.
A witcher? We could use one around here, full time.
Alright, guys. We are here at the end. You know, when I first started this series, this would have been back in late May, early June of 2019. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely candid here, I never thought I would finish this series because I understand how long of a game The Witcher 3 is, and I understand just how much time the Enhanced Edition also tacked onto it, you know, with its new armor, new skill system, and everything else. And I was a little skeptical at first, thinking I would actually get to this point of the game, but lo and behold, here we are. If you look at the update load date of this video, it's going to be in February of 2020. So it took us a solid, 8 months? 7.5 months, well over half a year to complete this series, and it would be episode 179. Yeah, we didn't get to 200, unfortunately. There just wasn't enough content to get that far. I suppose I could have pushed it, but these are hour-long episodes, some of them even going well beyond an hour, so at the end of the day, it was over 100 hours of gameplay, probably closer to 200. In reality, let's see how long we spent. 198 hours. Yeah, there we go. We got that right there. So just under 200 hours for this incredible game. For those of you who have actually, watched many of my videos, I don't want to say most, but just listen to some of my rambling and how deep I go into certain subjects when it comes to the Witcher universe, you would understand that I am truly a fan of this series, and I do dearly hope that we will get more of these Witcher games in the future. I've played basically all of them, all of the big ones at least, except for The Witcher 1, that I've only watched playthroughs of. I never played it personally. But yeah, they're all interesting stories. The books are all interesting books, and everything in this universe is just exciting to read and experience. Geralt's story, the story of all of his friends, absolutely amazing. I really do hope that it continues into the future. I would love to see how they can further develop this world into something that can be even better, as hard as that is to believe. So anyways, guys, for those of you who have stuck with me all this time watching this series, I thank you very much. I will be continuing to upload videos on this channel, so not necessarily related to The Witcher or anything else I've done in the past, but my general playthrough style is going to remain the same. In the future, I may do what I used to do on this channel, that is to create certain guides for video games. That will most likely be coming up later on in this year in 2020, seeing as how we will be getting several pretty amazing games, including one from CD Projekt Red, that is Cyberpunk 2077, which is probably the most anticipated game of all time. Yeah, I would say so, because there's just so much hype going on about that game that I find it kind of hard to live up to expectations. honestly. But if it's anything close to being the quality of The Witcher 3, then it definitely will. And it's going to be a spectacular game. Very different in terms of setting and characters, but you can bet that this company can produce something amazing. Alright, so guys, this is the very end. I thank you very much for watching and sticking with me throughout The Witcher 3 Enhanced Edition. I will see you in another video. Goodbye.